All right. Hello. Welcome. We'll give some time for people to get logged in because we got kind of jumped the gun right at 8 o'clock. Happy Wednesday evening, everybody. Welcome to episode 2 of On Air with Allie. This is a weekly Wednesday Facebook Live session that I started last week, and Ryan, my husband, was so kind to join us tonight. He saw the agenda for tonight's little rundown about 5 minutes ago, so
and I felt like I had to join.
Yeah, so he's being a good sport and joining me tonight, so I don't have to just talk to myself. But the reason I'm doing these weekly Facebook Lives, at least for to see how they go, is really just to kind of connect and engage more with my followers and with my clients and prospective clients, but would like to do more of kind of a mix of personal and photography business related topics going forward, but definitely want these to be entertaining and interactive, so feel free to comment below, let us know you're here, and say hi. Just a quick update, if you did miss episode 1, I just had a quick introduction and kind of gave a little bit of information about myself and kind of what to expect with these Facebook Lives going forward, but and also did some fun 50 fun facts about myself. But had a good response for being the first one. It was in the middle of the afternoon, but between live and people watching the replay, we had about 600 or so views. So Ryan, not to set the bar.
Pretty good.
Set the bar pretty high with episode 1. So we'll see how this one goes. But going forward to watch videos, if you miss them on Wednesdays, you can go to the video section on this Facebook page and see them there. So I think we have one viewer right now.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah, hi, Mom. Oh, 2. Okay. But for tonight's episode, wanted to introduce my hubby for those of you who haven't met him live, virtually, and just kind of tell our story. I thought it'd be fun just to kind of reminisce and tell you guys how we met and proposal story and wedding day and that kind of fun stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know, just getting into memory lane a little bit. But as I mentioned in the last episode, so I'm a motherhood and family photographer, so it's really important for me, for my viewers or followers, or to kind of get to know me more at a personal level, and kind of always try to be open and honest with you guys and relatable. So hopefully you guys find this fun and entertaining. And I promise Ryan he doesn't have to do too many of these, but he's a good sport for joining us. So we'll let a few more get on and join us. People might be, oh, hey, Jenny.
Hey, Jenny.
Jenny's all the way in Canada, so thanks for joining us. So anyway, we can get started here. We are actually, this is such an official setup. I've got my candle going.
Got my bourbon.
Ryan's got his cocktail. I have water. It's really, really fun. And I even have a Yeti microphone set up that I didn't get for this episode. I actually already had it. But hi, Kendall. But Emily's here. Man, okay, this is. I wish I said this last time. I wish I could see you guys' heads on the screen and we could all just have a conversation instead of me just talking to a computer screen. But if you're just now joining us, I gave a quick intro, and so now we're introducing Ryan, and gonna give a quick overview on our story. So Ryan, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Gosh, I mean, I'm like fan number 1 of Allison Shoemate Photography.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, I think I'm the original investor.
He is. He bought my first. Well, I bought my first DSLR in college, but you bought my first official camera.
So it's like 51% of the business is mine, right?
Well, you know, what's mine is mine. What's yours is mine.
Yeah.
So, But anyway, he's a good sport for tagging along today. But what do you want to tell everyone what you do for a living?
So I work for a company, Change Healthcare.
Okay.
It's healthcare IT. Not nearly as fun and exciting or engaging as photography.
And got promoted this summer.
I did.
Vice
Yes.
president role. It's
Yes.
pretty sweet.
Very exciting. But so Allison and I, gosh, I guess.
Are we jumping in?
I think we're jumping in.
We're getting started. Okay, let's do this. So how we met.
Was actually at my last employer.
Yeah.
And Allison was applying for a sales role, and I'll never live it down. It was, gosh, I think it came up at our wedding multiple times.
Well, before you say the best part of that story, so just back up really fast. This is July 2009, so I just graduated from college. 2009 was like the worst time to graduate college and try and find a job. So my dad graduated from VMI. His connection, close friend, also went to VMI, had started a healthcare business right here in Richmond. So I applied for a sales job because that's what every college kid wants to do, right? So I show up for my interview. I remember exactly what I was wearing. And Ryan turns the corner to
interview
me. So it was not love at first sight as much as I would love to have that kind of story.
Not at all.
Because?
Well, within the first 5 minutes of the interview, she described how she was really excited about getting a job, but that she was actually going to be going to Europe for 2 weeks.
Like the next day.
Like the next day, yeah. So I was on a pretty tight time crunch.
Yeah, so I backpacked Europe for 3 weeks right after the day after that interview. So we still have the long professional email that
It's framed.
It should be framed. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
The long email that Jessica's on here. She HCD. And we still have a long email that says, "Thank you, Mr. Shoemate," and like goes into this paragraph how my career is more important to me, but just want to let know I am going to Europe tomorrow. And I never got a response back from him. I kept checking my emails, like in Europe, like, did I get the job?
Yeah, I'm not good at that.
So I didn't get the job. So being the persistent individual that I am, if you all know me, I called HR when I got home 3 weeks later and said, all right, well, what else you got? So anyway, long story short, I got a job in marketing.
Yes, I guess it was a couple months later. I saw Allison walk through the building in like her orientation day, and she had these dagger eyes at me.
Yeah,
like, you're that jerk that didn't hire me.
Yeah.
So needless to say, I was.
And even the best part is there were about 100 people in this building, and who am I like diagonal cube mates with for a year or so? This guy.
Yeah.
So yeah. So anyway, for about a year we were
good friends.
Ryan would give me random like projects to work on, and I don't know when it like little email flirting happened. I don't know when it kind of started switching gears a little bit.
But then
this was now late fall 2010. Ryan was recently now on the market.
Left the company.
No, not yet. We haven't started yet.
Yeah.
Sorry. We haven't rehearsed this. So Ryan was single and mingling, and as they say, women were coming out of the woodworks.
I don't know about that.
So I knew that I needed to
trap me.
Yeah.
Trap.
Trap is a good word. Or, just like test the waters and see how it goes. So anyway, Ryan takes me on a date.
We did.
I pulled up to his driveway. He lived, at the time, he had a house for 7 years.
Yeah.
Which should totally have show and tell. I have photos. I'm like getting carried away. Anyway, this was circa, I don't know if you can see, 2010.
Long time ago.
Yep. the wine loft, hung out there a lot. And so Ryan had this brick rancher in Midlothian. I lived in the Fan. I had like an awesome apartment in the Fan. And I'm driving all the way out to Midlothian to our first date. And I pull in his driveway and he's got like Frank Sinatra music on, candles. I mean, he was putting it on, putting the charm on. And where did we go?
You have to have Frank.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was like hooked from the very beginning. So we went to
Capital Ale House.
And the lady sat us at a table. I mean, clearly it was like our first date.
I thought it was a joke. It was literally a 14-foot table that she sat us two people at other ends. Yeah. And I thought I was getting pranked or that you had set that up.
No, it was this huge table, and we're like sitting across from each other, like was not this intimate setting that like we thought we were having for our first date. So anyway, we moved tables. But that was kind of a crazy time. We were like hitting tobacco company. Where were other like stomping grounds?
Republic
downtown. Now that's a different place. Beach House in Innsbruck because we both worked at Innsbruck at the time. So for about a year, we still worked together. December 2010 was our company Christmas party, and that was kind of like our coming out party or coming out time to tell them like we were a couple. I guess I showed up. And one of the girls I worked with was like, "Where's your date?" And I'm like, "You're looking at him." Ryan was like the sales manager. What was your title?
Director of sales.
Yeah, director of sales. So, you know. Anyway, that was a really fun time.
Yeah.
So, what's this? We've been dating like 3 months. Mom's on here, so she can chime in and say that we were very much in the fast lane, like leading up to our wedding. I mean, we started dating, and then 6 months later, I moved in. 6 months later, he proposed, and the rest is history. But so it was a quick,
yeah.
So I moved in the spring of 2011. At that time, we both got new jobs, like at different companies. That was kind of a time for us to, we were together at home, together at work, together after work. So it was kind of a good move, I think, for us to kind of spread our wings. And you stayed in healthcare. I went to commercial insurance, so that was nice. So I moved in the spring of 2011, and I had a lot of stuff that I fit in that one bedroom apartment in Van. It took several trips to move all of my stuff.
Yeah, so one of my good friends was helping us move, and strategically we were taking things that we didn't want to make it to the next house and throwing them out the window.
Literally, my comforter. I'm like, babe, have you seen my comforter? I haven't unpacked it yet. And
well, we didn't purposely do it, but we didn't like.
He didn't stop when it like flew off the truck into like the James River when they were crossing the bridge.
It happens.
So Ryan, I showed you the brick rancher house. So when you open the front door, it was like typical bachelor pad. I mean, the front door like skims the how big of a pool table?
8-foot pool table.
8-foot pool table, like, is right in the living room. And I'm like, oh man. And
it was a well-maintained home. It wasn't.
You're right. Yeah, it wasn't like a frat house. I mean, it was very nicely.
Nothing wrong with frat house.
Nothing wrong with frat house. But I knew I had some work to do with my own personal feng shui.
So
my own personal
quick aside here is now 6-7 years later. Well, 6 years later.
Yeah.
Not a stitch from that old house is in this new home. Nothing left. Nothing made it. My pool table. That's the last.
It's still here, but he never plays on it. It takes up the whole garage. We could have so many activities in that garage.
Everything else got traded out. Bachelor pad is no more.
Well, you signed up your whole house on Haynes Furniture or whatever.
Yeah, I know.
Like you had one day where like every bedroom.
It all got delivered.
Furniture piece got delivered on the same day, so we had to add a little bit of character to them. Anyway, we spent that summer doing a lot of fun renovation projects. We kind of started becoming hermits. Any other hermits out there? Just hanging on our back patio and drinking lots of red wine and hours of conversation. And that was a fun time.
That's where I proposed.
Yeah, so segue into the proposal. When was this? December 2011.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to propose the weekend before because it was my company Christmas party at the Jefferson. We got a room there and we're all dressed up and it was really fancy. And so that following Monday after
full of surprises, this guy.
After it didn't happen, I remember calling Mom and I'm like, he's not going to do it. It's not going to happen. I was all upset. And so Ryan, I was already in my pajamas by the time Ryan got home from work. And Ryan's like, come outside. I need your help with something. And it was freezing.
It was cold.
It was freezing. Anyway, I walk out on our patio. We had a little Christmas tree out there with lights and everything. And I look on the tree. I don't know if you can see it. There's a glare. And there's a little Christmas ornament because we started a tradition of giving each other an ornament every year. And it's a champagne bottle with a big old diamond ring on it. And I turned around and
I got down on one knee and
started freaking out.
Yeah.
I said yes, obviously, just so I could embarrass myself a little more and show you my hot outfit. Yep.
There she is, ladies and gents.
Yeah, pink sweatpants. Sorry, there's a glare, so I'm holding it. Some kind of nightgown and a jacket. Yeah, so not the Jefferson attire that I thought I was going to be in.
That's the way it should have been.
But it was perfect. So we went over to my parents, and Ryan's mom came over, and my brother came over, and we popped champagne, and the planning began. We moved into our current house now that following summer.
So 5.5 years ago.
Yeah. So we've been here 5 years now. We moved to the West End, so got out of Midlothian, and so now I've had pieces of I grew up in the West End, or so you did Short Pump, I don't know. And anyway, so this is our home now. Whoop. And cut this glare. Sorry guys, I didn't think about this. Okay, well that's not gonna work. So we moved in actually before we got married because I'm type A planner. I got to be settled. So.
And I see a few of our neighbors. We have the best neighborhood.
The best neighbors. We need to do a whole nother episode just on the League.
Shout out to the Lowens.
Yep. Woo-hoo. League of Extraordinary Neighbors. There's a lot of us. So yeah, we've been here 5 years now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. So our wedding day, we had a December wedding, which always in my head growing up, I guess I thought I was going to have a spring wedding, but anyway, December. It was gorgeous. Perfect day. December 1st. We made it that date, so it's easy to remember those anniversaries and kind of kicks off the Christmas season. And anyway, lots to look forward to around the holidays. But we got married at St. Benedict's Catholic Church in the Fan, and our reception was at John Marshall Ballrooms downtown, which they had at the time just recently renovated it, and we were in the main ballroom. And
for the second wedding they had done, I think.
Yeah, and it was stunning. I have some pictures, although I don't know if we'll be able to see them, but so that's us looking good, smooching on the wedding day. Yeah. And our amazing wedding party. We had a really big wedding party. Our cake was at, oh gosh, guys, sorry, it's not working. I'll have to post these later. But we got them at Pearl's Cupcakes, and we had a photo booth, and I wish we could redo it again and have all the neighbors come and we need to do
Your dad would totally pay for another one. I'm sure he's on here.
Yeah, totally. But we're coming up on 5 years this December, so a lot has happened since. So I think it's time for like a vow renewal or something. When is it like appropriate to
10
start
years,
doing?
10 years. 10 years.
10 years?
I think so.
Right. Well, 5 years. That's a long time. We had a sparkler departure, and then our getaway car. I don't know if any of the Ewald family is on, but you'll remember it.
It was a 1932, 39 Plymouth.
Ford.
I'm way off.
Cabriolet.
Yeah.
So it was like
he's a huge Steelers fan, so it's painted
canary yellow like
with black leather interior.
Yeah.
It's a really sweet car.
Yeah. So that rolled up, and that was awesome. And we climbed in. It was like one of those like topless cars. So we like climbed in the back with a bottle of champagne, and as he's driving away,
we stalled out.
I mean, we were driving, we were in the back, but then everyone had a good laugh as we were like, bye. The car stalled out.
We got about 20 yards down, and
so
luckily it started back up, and we scooted out of there.
Yeah. So anyway, our honeymoon, we went to
Puerto Vallarta,
which that was a good note to make. Is back when we were dating, when Ryan went to his new job, they had this thing called, which if anyone from his work's watching, we should start this up again, but they had President's Club. And Ryan got it like every year at the time, and was like, it was a trip to Mexico where you and your spouse or a friend could go, and we went like 4 years in a row or something.
We had a blast.
Which, Kendall, you're on here. And where was I going with that? Oh, we always stayed at a Dreams Resort, which I don't know if you stayed at a Dreams Resort in Mexico, or they have a couple of locations, but we are now loyal Dreams, what do you say? Vacationers.
Yeah, vacationers.
So Dreams was our spot, the resort we stayed at Puerto Vallarta.
Yeah. And it was awesome, except for the only criticism, and I love the Beatles, so all the Beatles fans on here, don't take offense. But
I thought he was go ahead.
They literally had the same CD piped throughout the entire resort for the entire time we were there, and it was the same 7 Beatles songs. It was only like 4 tracks. So over and over. So from sun up, sundown, it was Beatles music.
Yeah, so we were kind of done.
Even little fake rocks on the beach were piped in with Beatles music. So you couldn't escape it.
Yeah. What was the one song? And now, like, every time we hear it,
brings back great memories.
But even the worst part, like, if it was the Beatles singing it, like, that'd be one thing. But it was like
a cover band.
It was a cover, a Mexican cover band. So it was, kind of, yeah. But what the story I thought he was going to say was I lost. I'm pretty sure it was stolen out of my room, but we still love Dreams. My makeup bag, like day one. So you're on your honeymoon, you're trying to dress up and look beautiful for your fiance, and I rocked no makeup the entire trip because
she was beautiful the whole time.
It's sweet. So I don't think I posted a lot of those photos unless they were in black and white or something, because like sunburn, like Mexican sunburn mixed with no makeup,
and tequila.
And lots of tequila, yeah. So fast forward 4 years, a lot happened then. We got pregnant with Michael.
Yeah, little Michael man.
Valentine's Day weekend last year is when I told Ryan. You can find all of that on my blog or YouTube. And so that was a fun year last year.
Oh, yeah.
In October, Michael was born. And this past year, he's now 11 months old, which blows my mind.
It flew right by.
Crazy. I mean, like all of you on here, I'm pretty sure are parents and can attest to, you blink and it's like, and I hear that it only goes even faster after you have kids. So I'm trying to savor every moment. But we found out this past August that we are pregnant again and due in March. So Michael is a big brother now. So he's got a lot of responsibilities. But
he or she has joined what we call the March-April gauntlet. So we have,
yes.
gosh, probably 20 birthdays at least.
It's a little exaggerated. 8, but it feels like 20. 8 birthdays between March and April of our immediate family.
Yeah,
So,
it's a lot.
It's a lot. And now we'll have 9. So it's like Christmas in the spring. So we were really trying to time it where we could have like a July baby. But, you know, maybe it'll be Aries. Ryan's an Aries. I'm an Aries. We have a lot of Aries in our family. So, yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
What's before Aries? I don't know. Did you know that?
Taurus.
I don't know. I need to look into that, obviously. But anyway, we're having Michael's birthday party here in a few weeks, and at that party we'll be doing a gender reveal, and I'll be doing a live for that too, so you guys can tune in and watch. So I have a fun little game. Ryan doesn't know what we're about to play, but it's technically the Newlywed Game, or our version of the Newlywed Game. But I got these questions off online, so it's, since we've been married 5 years, it's kind of the not so Newlywed Game, but it'll be fun.
I'm game.
It'll be fun.
I'm game.
We're really into games in this family. As I mentioned, I think on my last episode, like, we get really competitive, but Ryan's in luck that this is not really, I mean, I guess we can make this competitive.
So
do you like my DIY? Like, I was going to have our faces or our names, but I had got these as part of our gender reveal. And anyway, blue obviously represents Brian. Pink is for me. And we have 30 fun questions.
30?
30.
Okay.
And we're supposed to respond with who we think is the one. I don't really know how to explain this game. So, and if you guys have any fun questions of your own, for us, keep it PG and
G-rated people.
Yeah, family. We will answer them. I don't know. I can't get notifications. So, anyway, okay. So let's get started. All right. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Who said "I love you" first?
I did.
You didn't realize you said it. We had this. All right. I'm not going to elaborate on every question. I promise. But we had this thing where instead of saying love at the time, we were like, oh, love, love, love. What's that movie, The Heartbreak Kid? Have you ever seen it? Anyway. And at one point, we were at a bar. Where were we at? Starlight.
Yeah, Starlight, I think.
And he goes, ha, ha, I love you. And I was like, wait.
Hold up.
I was like, wait a minute. You said it in the real official way. Anyway, it was kind of fun. Who wears the pants? Oh, you can't switch your answer when you see. Yeah, we'll go halves. Halvesies.
Let's say halves.
Yeah, he reels me in when I need to be reeled in, but I have the final say on a lot of things.
No. I'll let you think you do.
Yeah. No means later, please. I'm just going to plant the seed and then revisit. All right. Who makes dinner most nights? I hate that I have to. I need to get better at it. Mom wrote me a bunch of staples recipes. Ladies, help me out. Message me some of your easy dinners. I'm gonna get better, but we use Uber Eats a lot. Anyway, sorry, I have my notes right here. Yeah. Mom taught me, bacon wrapped chicken. I got that all day. Who is the better dancer?
She taught me a lot of good dance moves, though.
Yeah, he is a really good dancer. He's got the dips and twirls down. But if we were gonna have a dance off,
I'd lose.
Oh.
No rhythm.
All right. Who manages the budget? Yeah. Yes. I recently told my Amazon history, don't do that. If you want to ruin the rest of the weekend, you can pull an Excel spreadsheet of all your purchases. It's It's not pretty. Who is the pickier eater?
What's it mean?
Definitely. This is why it's hard to make dinners, because what are like some random things that are delicious that you do not eat? Mustard.
Mayonnaise.
Sour cream.
Yeah.
Anything with vinegar.
Yeah.
Anyway, just a few. Who is more likely to burn the house down when they're cooking? Chicken gets me every time. I've never burned our house down.
So gardening and cooking are not Allison's
Not
strong suit.
fair. I look at my planters out there. Thriving, not surviving.
They know their days are numbered.
Not fair. I'm going to do a blog post on my planters and show you how well we're doing. Who is more likely to make the bedroom floor their personal laundry basket? Yeah.
Guilty as charged.
Any other hubbies out there?
Let's move on.
Okay. No follow-up discussion on that one? Okay. Who chose the honeymoon location? Which we covered that. Ryan did plan. I
To a T.
like Mom and I were like, we got the wedding planned. Ryan, you're going to handle.
Except we did show up to the Dreams Resort.
I wasn't going to mention the story, but go ahead.
I love my aunt. My aunt actually helped me with this, but
She has a timeshare, so we were able to swap it.
we showed up to the resort and they said, "Mr. Shoemake,
Wait! Don't say it yet. This is after a full day. We left.
Full day of travel.
Yeah, we should have been those smart newlyweds that you get married on a Saturday, you have Sunday as a break, and then Monday you leave for your honeymoon. So you have decompress. And we left Sunday, full day of travel, 3 flight connections. We're tired. It's nighttime. We arrive.
Beatles music's playing. We get in there and they said, "Mr. Shoemake, we don't have a reservation for you." And
I wish you could have seen my face.
There was a death stare of, have I made the wrong decision?
Right. And in my head, I'm like, you had one job.
One job.
But it's fine. There was just a little hiccup with the timeshare company sending our reservation.
It all worked out fine.
Yeah. So
The brief 5 minutes of anxiety. That was
in
it.
a hostel somewhere or something. They hooked us up, and it was an awesome.
Well, it didn't help that I said, "Well, I'm not leaving here."
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you're gonna have to find me.
Give us somewhere to sleep. Who is an early riser? Oh, I meant to say that.
We're both early risers.
Yeah, I haven't set an alarm since October 17th when we got. Yeah. Michael is my alarm. Who is more likely to fall asleep in front of the TV with the remote in their hand?
Probably me.
Yeah. Ryan will be like, "Oh, I can't sleep. I'm gonna go watch some TV," and I find him hours later. Who is more of a party animal? What? That is such a lie.
Oh, I get down.
We have a thing in my family called tiger blood. So
I don't have tiger blood.
no, he's got
Puma blood.
but he does have a wild spirit, I will say. All right, we still got you guys. Okay, we're on 13. Who would drive on a road trip? Really? Yeah.
At all.
Or anywhere for that matter. I think it's weird that I love it, but I'm the driver in the family. We take my car and I drive. That's weird, right? What other couples?
Well, it's because you really give me a hard time when I drive.
Yes.
Old Man River.
Ryan plays Old Man Radio is what I call it. What is it?
AM 1140.
Yeah, Old Man Radio. And there is, so I'm the driver.
Yeah.
We get there a lot faster.
We did.
Who has the smelliest feet? I don't know how that question got on there.
No question about it.
What?
No, just kidding. It's fun.
Who do you trust more behind the wheel? Probably Ryan. Isn't that funny?
You like to live dangerously.
Yes, I live dangerously. Who's more likely to be running late? Probably me. I'm getting better at it.
It runs in the blood.
But my excuse is Michael. I mean, how long can I use that excuse? And then I'll have a newborn in March, so then I'm really going to be late. Who is the most organized? Me. Who is more clumsy? Yeah. Do we need to tell the story of?
No, it's okay.
Like, what's your nickname?
Chunk.
What's the movie?
From the Goonies.
Chunk from the Goonies.
Where if he's holding a mirror, he's going to drop it.
Yeah. He drops it every time.
Yeah, that'd be me.
All right, couple more, 10 more. Who is most likely to get caught Netflix cheating? Netflix. Yeah. Like, we'll start a series, and then I, like, chime in the next night, and he's already 6 episodes ahead of me, so I just, like, stop watching. Who does the grocery shopping? That's not really an exciting one. But, who snores the loudest? Yeah. I'm constantly like, roll to your side. If any of you have like snoring remedies, help a girl out. Who loses things the most? Yeah. Although he's always like, do you know where my cell phone is? I'm like, no, I don't keep track of your cell phone. Who is the hoarder? I like hold on to everything. Hold on to everything. I'm like, oh, the napkin from our first date. I gotta hold on to this. Who will make the bed in the morning? So
the fold bed?
Yeah, so we were running. I'll only make my half because Brian has to make his half. That's his half of the bed.
But anytime I make the bed, I make the full bed.
But he also like kicks the sheets all the way out. It's
okay.
like a fiasco.
Move on.
All right. Whose car is the cleanest? Because I always drive. Although Ryan has a pretty sweet Jeep. You need to ride in your car more often. All right, 4 more. Who is the worst with directions?
It's a tough one, me.
Yeah. Like
can't even find my way downtown.
He can get to work and home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a simple-minded man.
He's a simple man. Who steals the covers more?
I don't know.
Yeah. Right. Who's more likely to get a traffic ticket? Who's more likely to get out of a traffic ticket?
She's so cute.
And I work my charm. Last one, grand finale. Who gives the best karaoke performance? So, looks like we'll have to have some judges on here. Dad, you just joined us.
Well, it depends what genre we're talking about.
True. I mean, Ryan does kill it with
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash. It's his go-to. Me is Etta James.
Rihanna.
At last.
You do a good Rihanna.
Yeah, well, you know. I mean, so anyway, that was fun.
It was fun.
That was quick and painless, harmless. 38 minutes. Wow, guys, sorry, we got a little long-winded there. So wrapping up, hope that was fun. Thanks for joining, Ryan. I promise I won't make him do this again anytime soon.
Hope everyone enjoyed.
Yes, that was fun going down memory lane. If you guys have any suggestions for a future topic, we'll be doing these as much as I love.
By we mean she.
Sorry, yeah, me.
I'll join occasionally.
As much as I love doing these during the daytime with natural lighting, because this isn't kind of the ideal light, but I know more can join at nighttime, so maybe we can start doing that more going forward. But if you have a future topic suggestion, comment below or email me. But thank you for tuning in and spending your Wednesday evening with us. We love you guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. And we'll see you next Wednesday.
Bye, guys.
Have a good night.